I'm 35M, married, 2 kids, 6M and 3F, working full-time in IT. Pretty normal life, until my mother-in-law moved in just for a couple of weeks and nearly destroyed our entire family. It started off with her saying her landlord was selling the house she was renting. My wife, who's always been guilt-tripped by this woman, told me she needed a place to stay temporarily. I wasn't thrilled, but I said fine. We had a guest room. 2 weeks max. She showed up with 5 suitcases and immediately started acting like it was her house. On day 1, she rearranged the kitchen. Day 2, she unplugged my coffee machine because it was too noisy. By the end of the first week, she was using our master bathroom because the lighting was better. No effort to look for apartments. Always some excuse. It's not safe, too expensive, bad neighborhood. I started to push back gently, but my wife got uncomfortable every time I brought it up. Her mom had always manipulated her, crying, guilt-tripping, talking about how much she gave up raising her alone. I didn't push hard. That was a mistake. Emile wasn't just overstaying. She was taking over. She made passive-aggressive digs about our parenting. He's too skinny. Let him eat sugar. She's too attached to her dad. That's not healthy. Why do they go to bed so early? They should stay up with me. Then I caught her whispering to my kids. First time, I heard her say to my son, "Your mommy doesn't love you the way grandma does." I froze. Didn't say anything, just watched. That night, I told my wife. She got defensive, said her mom was just being old-fashioned. So I bought a small recorder, left it in the living room toy bin, and what I caught made my blood boil. "She only had you because your daddy made her. If I was your mommy, I'd let you stay up and never make you clean. Your mommy said you were annoying yesterday." I played it for my wife. She broke down. But then came the usual, "She didn't mean it like that. Maybe it was out of context." I realized she was still stuck in her mom's emotional grip. So I gave Emile a deadline. "You've got 1 week to find a place, or we help you move." Cue full-blown dramatics. She told my wife I was abusive, told the kids I didn't love them, and claimed I was jealous of the bond she had with them. My wife froze. She was torn, completely trapped between trying to keep peace and knowing something was seriously wrong. And then came the moment everything changed. I came home late from work. The house was quiet. I walked past the kids' room and heard her whispering again. I hit record on my phone and stood by the door. This time, "Your mommy didn't want a second baby. She said you were an accident." I stepped in calm. "Say that again." She spun around, stammering. I just held up my phone. Didn't argue. Didn't yell. Walked out and started packing bags for the kids. That night, while she was asleep, I took my kids and left. I've been preparing for this for weeks. Rented a short-term place with a work bonus. Quiet, clean exit. Next morning, my phone blew up. My wife. Her mom. All ignored. Finally, a call from my wife. "The house is empty. Where are you?" I sent her the recording. Silence for over an hour. Then she texted, "We need to talk." No apology. Just damage control. Later, she showed up to the apartment. She looked wrecked. She hugged the kids. Then she looked at me and said, "What happened to me?" That was the moment I knew she finally saw it. She told me she'd spent her whole life trying to earn her mom's love. Every choice had been shaped around that woman's approval. Listening to that audio shattered something in her. She asked for time to process, to work on herself. I said okay, but made it clear, if it's between protecting our kids and sparing your mom's feelings, I'm choosing the kids. Every time. Emile didn't back off, though. She filed a report with CPS. Said I was unstable, keeping the kids isolated, all kinds of nonsense. CPS showed up, talked to the kids, inspected the place. They left in under an hour. Case closed. Then she got a lawyer and tried sending a cease and desist saying I took the kids from their primary residence. My lawyer, thankfully a shark, shredded it. No custody order equals no violation. I had full rights as their dad. Still not done. She started calling my wife's job. Told her boss she was having a breakdown. Tried to tank her employment. That was it. My wife finally snapped. She blocked her mom's number. Changed the locks on the house. Emile still showed up and pounded on the door like a maniac. We called the cops and filed for a restraining order. In court, Emile showed up playing sweet grandma in pearls and a cardigan, sobbing about how we'd torn the family apart. The judge wasn't buying it. We played the audio. Dead silence. Restraining order granted. 1 year. No contact. 100 feet minimum from us. The kids, their school, our homes. Thought that was the end? Nope. A month later, we got a forwarded letter from our old address. Emile had written emotional letters to the kids. Stuff like, "Mommy and Daddy are keeping us apart. One day you'll know the truth." We turned it over to the lawyer. Judge extended the restraining order another year with a gag clause. No letters, no gifts, nothing. Then came the final cherry on top. She got evicted. Yep, the whole reason she claimed she needed to live with us? Landlord was selling the house. Total lie. She hadn't paid rent for months and got sued in housing court. Thought she could delay the eviction and live with us forever. We found out because the eviction became public record. My wife and I printed it out and laughed for a solid minute. That woman spent her whole life trying to control everything. And in the end, she lost the only people who ever tolerated her. We moved back into our house, repainted everything, changed locks, donated all the junk she left behind. My wife's in therapy. So am I. The kids are happier, healthier. No more whispers in the dark. As for Emile, no contact, no power, no family left to manipulate. Sometimes the nicest thing you can do for your kids is show them exactly how to stand up to bullies, even if that bully is family. If you read this far, hit follow like you're slamming the door on a toxic mother-in-law. You never know when the next wild story will drop.